Hey everyone, how's it going? It's me, Brandon, back again with another episode of What Am I Playing? What we're playing today is Terror of Hemasaurus. This was a game that was introduced to me on the Steam storefront back in December, conveniently right before I placed my order for Valve's Steam Deck. So back when I got my Steam Deck earlier this year, I purchased this game specifically for a new experience and something I can play on the Steam Deck. And it has not disappointed me at all. The last month and a half, I've been obsessed with this game, playing it in between my main games, Hogwarts Legacy, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and it steals all of my free time whenever I get to sit down with this device. Terror of Hemasaurus is something that really surprised me. I am somebody that loves movie monsters and I love Power Rangers, so seeing all these different designs of monsters, such as a giant sloth, a Mecha Godzilla-esque character, and a Godzilla-like figure, these were so cool, and immediately I had to purchase this game and support it. So, let me know in the comments down below what you are currently playing, and let's get into the video for Terror of Hemasaurus. The story of Terror is based on climate change. The polar ice caps are melting, and within the ice caps lays a monster ready to wreck the world. A wealthy individual by the name of Richie Horderson, yes, that is his real name, believes what could happen. The monster of your choice is introduced to a cult of believers, and from there on, the 3-chapter campaign is filled with hilarious chaos. From meta video game speak to monsters cuddling with animals, because the game itself is too violent. This game's arcade mode had me laughing at every level. This game has a great difficulty curve. Everything feels comfortable, and it gets more chaotic as the arcade mode naturally goes on. Clearing the many states and cities in your way while playing bonus levels that can be anywhere from destroying cities as a tank, saving dogs and cats from burning buildings, and much more. There are 2 modes in this game: arcade, where you can go through the 3 chapters and bonus levels and experience the story mode. There's also an endless mode that goes on and on as threat levels escalate the more you play. It's a pure gameplay mode, but it's just as fun as the story mode, especially if you just want to kill some time. The gameplay of Terror is so good. When I was first introduced to this game, I was surprised by how similar it looked to Midway's Rampage, one of my favorite arcade games. I was signed on immediately as I was excited to have something of a somewhat spiritual successor to one of my favorite arcade games, being Rampage. The most significant difference compared to the two is the dynamic building destruction in Terror. This is always something that blows my mind when I see it happen in this game. Seeing a massive building come crashing down, laying waste to nearby buildings and leaving the area in rubble, it is so satisfying. Trying to get the best angle on the building to collapse or the best effective area to use your monster's signature special move, it's all rewarding. And seeing that destruction increase just feels better every single time you see a new building collapse in a different way. The thing about this game that I have to praise is how addictive it can be. Rampage's biggest flaw is that it gets old relatively fast. Still, with how dynamic the building destruction can be and how chaotic it gets on screen, I'm far more engaged in trying to survive the onslaught of defense from humanity. This is a fantastic achievement from Lauren Lemke. I would also like to take a moment and appreciate the 4 monsters of the apocalypse here. Hemasaurus is a giant green lizard playing the titular monster, with its signature move being a loud booming earthquake of a roar, leaving buildings rattled. Autonomous Hemasaurus is akin to Mechagodzilla and has a guided missile that can be launched from its head to blast a devastating blow to a building or line of defense. Salamandra is a red and black lizard that can breathe fire and engulf cityscapes to hellfire. And last but not least, the forever impressive Clock Sloth, a giant sloth with a signature move that does a sonic clap and slows down time. Each character has its uses and best ways to turn a city into rubble. There are only these 4 playable monsters currently, but more are currently in development. I'm not sure how it could happen if possible, but if Lauren Lemke could get George, Lizzie, and Ralph from Rampage, I think that could be a dream come true for me, seeing how he takes the way they would play in his game and give them their own signature moves. I would think if he had control of these classic characters, he would make them so fun and very unique and stand out and come back into relevancy in an awesome new game. So in conclusion, Terror of Hemasaurus was a pleasant surprise, finding it and playing it with my new Steam Deck. This game is a love letter to Midway's Rampage, and in my opinion, it goes beyond Rampage and finds itself its own footing. Terror is a pleasure to play single player, but I can only imagine how much better it would be with multiplayer. As I said at the top of the video, now and then I come across an indie game and it sweeps me off my feet. Terror of Hemasaurus is a game I recommend to everyone, whether it's a classic arcade fan or a fan of movie monsters and kaiju like myself. You can't go wrong with this awesome video game. And that's it for this episode today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Terror of Hemasaurus has been my go-to game on the Steam Deck, and I think a lot of people will also agree once they play it. It's very addicting, and the dynamic building destruction is so cool and addicting to do that it just keeps getting better every time you collapse a building and it just crumbles on nearby structures. I've been playing this game for the last month and a half, and I haven't been able to put it down. Whenever I get free time, like I said, I go ahead and I play this game, and I'm just trying to grind out the last couple endless levels before I pop all the achievements on Steam. I never do this anymore, and this game has captured my full attention, and I think it is so much fun, and I can't wait to see more for this game with new monsters and wherever it goes from there. I do also want to say before I close out this video that as of right now, my Steam Deck review, or the Steam Deck 1 month video, is a little under 10,000 views, and this is something I cannot believe. I worked on that video thinking that was going to be my last video for a while because I wanted to focus on schoolwork and such, but I'm not stopping. I didn't think I had it in me to make a video even break my most viewed video, which was at 4,000 views, and that I think blew up during the pandemic for some reason. I didn't think I was capable of doing anything like this, and seeing the engagement of people commenting on this video or on that Steam Deck video and responding and subscribing, I went up like 30 something subscribers. And on Monday, I couldn't believe seeing the views from 300 views to upwards to 2,000 views by the end of that night, if not more. So it means so much to me, to everybody who watched that video. Whoever's watching this video right now, thank you so much. I never expected to make a video that would capture that audience, and it is something that I never thought would be possible. And it's hard to even believe that I have people, 10,000 people almost, watching my video. It means so much to me. Thank you so much. I'm going to continue working on videos. I'm going to keep making more What Am I Playing episodes, and it will be whenever they are available, because I am dealing with school and all this stuff. But I want to say again, thank you so much to everybody who has been watching, subscribing, liking the videos. It means so much to me, and I don't want to stop because of that support of the last video. Thank you so much. As always, my name is Brandon, and I will see you all next time.